Prediction Central Podcast. Hate me or love me. There's no between. 2024 is getting wilder by the day. I don't know what's going on. Whether it's cyber attacks. They said the Dolly cargo ship hit a bridge, the Keystone Bridge, and not Keystone. What bridge is the name of this fucking bridge? Is it Keystone Bridge? What's the name of this goddamn bridge? They're gonna probably say it in the thing. But anyway, I noticed there was no tugboats taking this bridge out, this container out. Usually they let tugboats take all the ships out, to guide them out and stuff like that. But anyway, they said they lost power. They were screaming for Mayday. They called the Coast Guard. Then they say basically these ships are more computer operated than anything now. So maybe it was hacked. It was cybersecurity problems. Maybe it was a worm that interfaced with another chip that created a whole nother module ECU within the module ECU to make you think you was piloting, but you wasn't piloting. It's crazy. There's so many theories going on with this, man, but listen to the broadcast.
Are presumed dead after a cargo ship slams into the Francis Scott Key Bridge, sending
Francis
it
Scott
crumbling
Key Bridge
into the river below.
Our Fox 5's Richard G. Cobus joins us live in studio with a closer look at how it all unfolded and the difficult search effort that continues at this hour. Richard.
Steve Taritz, it's an extensive search and rescue in those in and above the frigid waters into the night in Baltimore, but it is no easy feat. It's cold in the Patapsco River. There are dangerous rip currents, tide conditions, and on top of all that, flood advisories. But crews won't give up. They've identified at least 5 vehicles submerged in the water, but still haven't found the 6 people missing. Yo! Once that 984-foot container ship collided into one of the pillars of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, it took just seconds.
Be advised, the entire Key Bridge has now collapsed into the water.
For it to come crashing down into the water like a toy train set. Multiple dispatch calls go out to stop cars from driving across.
I advise hold all traffic from coming to the bridge.
It was just before 1:30 this morning when the cargo ship reportedly loses power. In this video, you could see the ship goes dark. Then the lights appear to come back on, but it veers off course, and crews on board lose control. National Transportation Safety Board Chair Jennifer Homendy revealing today that the agency will look into if and when the ship dropped anchor before the crash, or if it did indeed lose power.
It's something that we take in, but something that we have to verify.
Homendy says the NTSB is standing back, allowing the Coast Guard to still search. Dive teams, drones, along with the use of sonar and infrared technology, has allowed crews to identify vehicles submerged in the water, but still no sign of the 6 people still missing.
They are hoping and praying.
They got swept up in a current, bro.
Praying with them.
The container ship was chartered by Danish shipping company Maersk. According to a statement released by the company, the ship was carrying customers' cargo, but none of the company's crew or personnel were on board. But whatever crew was on board issued a mayday call, alerting authorities to stop traffic.
These people are heroes.
Meanwhile, President Joe Biden committing to visiting Baltimore as quickly as he can. The president also promising to rebuild the bridge and get it up and running.
We're not going to wait for that to happen. We're going to pay for it to get the bridge rebuilt and opened.
The priority now, though, is locating the missing people, believed to still be in that 40-degree water.
Right now.
Yeah, so you seen this ship hit the Keystone, the Key Bridge. That's crazy. They're saying Dolly crew, the crew that was from Danish or India or whatever, they were on the ship, but there was another crew saying, Mayday, Mayday, we lost control of the ship. We losing power. So, whatever, man. But I'm trying to find it. They're not talking about the ship, the bridge that had spontaneous combustion, just went up in flames, and that ship collapsed. It's in Ohio. You can look it up. It's only on news. It's not on news reports, mainstream. This one was caught on video because everything is. I guess somebody was just at the port at the right time at 1:30 in the morning, seeing the ship hitting the fucking bridge. Maybe it's more dock workers or something, dock masters. Who knows? Excuse me. But it's a real problem ahead for America. If the bridge in Ohio had a spontaneous combustion, the bridge here in Maryland out there in Maryland, Baltimore, had a problem with a tanker. That cuts off supplies, $81 billion worth of transports going back and forth into that key point of the harbor of Maryland. Now, there's no waterway usage because that bridge is down now. So tankers can't get out, transports can't come in. So now they have to find another means. Then there's going to be maybe, remember, California has started with this AI technology with computers offloading tankers onto regular trucks. And now California passed a law, you have to use EV trucks, which takes about 10 to 15 hours to fucking charge. Who knows how far them fucking trucks can go on a fucking charge, which is fucking retarded. They can't go that fucking far, especially in cold weather. You probably, a tractor trailer with a 500-gallon tank, 300 to 500-gallon tank, he could probably trek about maybe 600-700 miles with a 300 to 500-gallon tank. Because some of them tractors usually got dual 300, maybe 250, whatever the capacity is of his. He has both on both sides, like both diesel container, fuel containers on both sides. That's why you gotta pay attention when you look at them trucks, because it's just not one and one. It's two sometimes, and two DEFs, which is diesel exhaust fluid holders. But anyway, that's another story. But anyway, this is causing the transport problem. This is going to create jobs because, like Biden said, he's going to spend money right now to get the bridge fixed and up and running. Okay, cool. Got to clear the debris. That's going to create jobs. But there's not going to be transport through for at least 2 months because it's a lot of debris. You got to remember, ships have to come in and out of there, and the hulls are huge, no diddy. They got to get all that debris out first. So this is causing a chain reaction of maybe inflation is going to go up. Prices are going to go up again for certain things, inflation, because they can't transport certain things on the East Coast. Because the harbor is a huge, no diddy area. They do Fleet Week there, bro. People don't, if you ever lived in Baltimore or whatever, like I have, they do Fleet Week at the harbor. Marines, the Navy, Navy SEALs, the Army, everybody comes through there. Harrier jets, when they had the Harrier jets, the F-22 Raptors, the aircraft carriers, the battleships, the USS Guggenheim. I think it was a USS Guggenheim. It was a big, it was a battleship, a brand new battleship. It just came from the Gulf. I was out there. I think it's called the Guggenheim, the USS Guggenheim. It was a big ship. Everybody wanted to see this motherfucker because it's the battleship that basically won the Gulf. They was retiring it at the harbor. They retired it, put the ribbons on it. They said the ceremony. The jets flew past it, and they put it in the grave, pretty much. It was the Guggenheim. I think that's what he's calling it. USS Guggenheim. Whatever. But anyway, it was a big, they wanted to see this ship. Everybody came out to see it. They retired it. It did its battle duties. It saved Marines. It saved fucking airmen and stuff, Navy SEALs, whatever, right? That's where they do the basics of Fleet Week. They all come down in for Fleet Week, Memorial Day weekend, bro. Fleet Week is the truth. If you're a kid and you love fucking whatever, they do Fleet Week in New York, but ain't nothing like Fleet Week in Maryland, bro. The harbor in Baltimore ain't nothing like Fleet Week when you go to Maryland. Maryland's the truth for fucking Fleet Week. I've been to Fleet Week in Maryland several times. Up here in New York is okay, but when you go to Fleet Week in Maryland, see the Apaches and the fucking Black Hawks, fire, bro, fire. So I already know they need to get this shit up and running. We're in April, May is about to be it. Fleet Week's coming, bro. What are we gonna do? I guarantee you this bridge is gonna be up. Or they're going to have the pillars and all that shit going by the time at least Memorial Day gets here. Then they're going to be putting the final bridge in. Because they're going to put the bridge together somewhere else and they're going to float that motherfucker right in place. Because that's the new technology guy. But let me know. America's under real scrutiny right now. We got a lot of things to prove. And time's a ticking, man. The world ain't waiting on us no more. You see everybody making decisions without this fucking idiot Biden. It is what it is, man. What you think? Terrorist attack? Cyber attack, or just some idiot at the controls? You let me know, man, because I'm really going down that rabbit hole. It was a pure cyber attack, man. They forced that ship into that pillar. It is what it is, man. We're under attack right now, and they don't even fucking know it. That's my take on it. Prediction Stitch Podcast. Hate me, love me. There's no between. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Help me out with the fucking algorithm. You already know, man. Keep your head on the swivel. Live your life like you're on a run. Shout out to House on Camera, because that shit stays on my mind, man.